everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. He is getting attacked by his sponsor. Today we have revsaysdesu, or Rev. It's a male English-speaking VTuber, anime reviewer, news reporter, and a political commentator at this point. They originally did anime meme videos and such, but they have gotten themselves into a bit of trouble. We're talking about advancedgg, of course, the big one that has been sponsoring him for a long time with his full lineup of things down here. His advanced love drop, his Schraub, which is also his wife, and their quote-unquote love potion here, sweethearts, and other things, as well as, you know, various pieces here for his holiday tumbler and other things that are Rev based. And we are going over here with the thing that got him into trouble, at least I think got him into trouble, which is the largest of the 1950s VTuber hates current federal agency that's more tame than any law enforcement agency of the time period included in her LARP. That was against Miss Lala, who all she did was say these two words based on, well, what had happened recently with an American being game-ended by the agency. That got a lot of people into a tizzy, that got a lot of people into well, political sides and things like that. I'm not a political VTuber, so I'm not going to get involved in all that kind of stuff. But we also have Kersha saying, you know, having a disagreement on Twitter is not worth uninvolved people trying to struggle session a sponsor into dropping a creator. Basically, stop trying to do cancel culture is what she's saying here. She's been a victim of cancel culture for a long time as well. Again, she has her own political views that are her own. I may agree or disagree with them. I'm not going to say about that now. But yes, you have Straub, another person who is, I would say, controversial in her own right for a lot of people. Not for everybody, for a lot of people. It says, thanks advancedgg for always keeping us in stock and latest and best advanced drinks and merch. We're always great for you guys. So this is them, you know, thanking them for everything. And we have people calling advancedgg out with certain things that they've been doing. Dealing with the situation responsibly doesn't include removing negative reactions to your delaying this even further and immediately kicking people from your Discord server for daring to do so. At this point, just keep them. You've shown your true face as a company, a supporter of that stuff. I don't think it's going that far, honestly. Personally, I think that's just, you know, kind of just throwing things out there too much. You've done irreparable damage to your brand. I think that may be true. That part may be true. And in this community, and hope this post is seen by anyone still considering supporting them, whether you agree with them or keeping them or removing them, that's being sensitive to the point that remove negative Discord reacts in its insane behavior by a professional company. I don't know about anyone else, but not only will I not promote them, I will be unfollowing anyone I see using their code or sharing their products. And this is some proof that they put out there of things that they were saying. We are aware of unrest and concerns being shared right now. We have already taken necessary steps to our side and are addressing the matter directly and privately under our conduct and representation standards. We will not turn this into a spectacle. We will not be allowing harassment or dogpilling in the server. Please keep in mind our team is currently operating out of Minneapolis. We care deeply about the safety of our staff and the broader Minneapolis community. That's Minnesota, for those people who aren't from the US, as well as everyone in our community here. We appreciate your patience and understanding while we handle this responsibly. Continuing on here, again saying, let's see what this one says, and you know, people are not responding very kindly, and those people allegedly got removed for not responding kindly to the things. We'll be terminating my collaboration with advancedgg. This is Lumi Lee saying that. My code won't work at checkout starting now. You've shown your true colors. I will never support or promote a company that with such non-existent morals ever again. Have fun with Rev. And a lot of people, not only her, but a lot of people have decided to do that. People who were with advancedgg decided to do that. This is the company here. The way they responded here, want to address concerns that have been raised regarding the partner and recent conversations surrounding Advance. Advance does not support extremism or hate. We have zero tolerance for harassment, threats, doxing, or content that marginalizes any community. We are committed to inclusivity, respect, and maintaining a community where people feel safe and welcome. We are addressing recent concerns, including partnership matters, through our internal processes. We will not do public call-outs or trial by social media. Advance is not a political platform. Enforcement will be handled privately and consistently. Thank you for everyone who has supported Advance over the years. They have locked replies because they know that this was very late for a lot of people. I'm just letting you know what a lot of people think. Too little, too late for a lot of people, too much for a lot of people, and for some people it will be kowtowing to the wrong crowd. You know, there are both sides. So they're damned if you do, damned if you don't, and they're going to get a lot of hate. That's why they shut it down. Some people would say that is a a really weak thing to do, a really, kind of, pansy thing to do, or whatever you want to call it, by not letting actual complaints be out there. Continuing on here, the CEO, advancedgg Peter. My brother's story could have been Mary, could have been Charles, could have been Claire, could have been me. I'm not asking people to change their alignment, but I hope your core values don't support what is happening. If you do, please disassociate yourself from my brand. Your move. Still on the fence, it is found out my brother, Minnesota-born, 8 years in the military, but can look Hispanic, got racially profiled outside of Asian grocery store in Brooklyn Park, thrown against the car, handcuffed as they shouted racial slurs at him, and told him he didn't belong here in an attempt to rile him up and hoping he would start something. He stayed calm, collected, did not raise his voice because he's in the military. Military teaches you keep calm, you until you figure out what's going to happen. If your life is at risk, that's when you do things. They teach a lot of discipline there. I told them he was reaching for his documentation in his chest pocket before he did, which is when they cuffed him and threw him against the car. They had his passport, veteran card, etc., and continued the racial slurs and asked how they knew the documentation was real. Then their supervisor came out and told him he was lucky he was born here, that the only reason they're letting him go. Otherwise, who knows where he might be right now. In fact, they've done that too. It's been, documented that they've actually had people in their centers that were U.S. citizens later released, but they've been there for several hours. Otherwise, who knows where they might be right now. 2 of the 4 of them got ganged up on and had guns in their hands. Thankfully, he had the wherewithal to take his permitted concealed carry off and put it in his car before he got out when he saw the black SUVs outside the store. Or the situation in Minneapolis that happened recently with a male nurse would have happened again, and they would have blamed him for having a concealed carry, as they did with the Minneapolis nurse. The NRA was even against people doing that. The NRA even got against the ICE for doing that specifically, saying that you do have a right to concealed carry. But it is very risky. I will say that just as an observable fact, it is risky to concealed carry if you do look Hispanic, unfortunately. Or at all, if you are going to be doing anything near an ICE situation. Best not to concealed carry because they're going to treat you as an enemy and they can use their discretion to do things from what I have seen. I'm just saying observable facts. I'm not saying one side or the other. My brother, following instruction, maintaining calm composure the entire time. This is not okay. I'm generally sorry this happened to your brother, keeping your family in my prayers. As a child of an immigrant, I'm truly sorry this happened to your family. This shouldn't be happening to anybody. You and your brand deserve to be held accountable for your actions for you endorse. F ICE. So yeah, people are saying you still need to be held accountable. If your brand risks, you're only going to hurt the company. Peter, I'm relieved to hear your brother is safe. I'm terribly sorry to hear this happen. Wishing you and yours the best. I do wish his brother the best. I do not think he is lying. I do not think he is, doing this to get sympathy. I do not think he's doing this to get sympathy for his brand. If he is, he's a piece of shit for doing that, because you do not try to do that for, sympathy points. I don't think he is. Like I said, I really don't think he is. If he is, then, like I said, he's a piece of shit for doing it. I appreciate advancedgg sharing this, and I don't think anyone doubts sincerity and the harm of being talked about here. Frustrating for a lot of people, though, is the sense that this kind of behavior has been a pattern for a long time. So, yeah, it is. He got called out, in a way, by the CEO, Rev did, for basically discounting the experiences that he is showing here. And that does suck. It does suck that this whole thing had to happen, this whole political thing is happening, and that it is becoming the way that it is nowadays. Offkai is a VTuber convention. It is something that's going to be happening in San Jose, California, which is Northern California, near San Francisco. People have issues with it being in that area, of course, but they've decided that is where they're going to be. It says, where online friends meet. We're a nonprofit organization bringing events to the Bay Area. The reason why we are talking about them today is that they have put something out. We received reports of accounts pretending to represent Offkai Expo. Please stay vigilant and don't click on suspicious links. This should be a given anywhere, anytime that you're on any place. Don't click on suspicious links. A lot of times you will have something on the top left in the actual bar. You'll have it on the left side of the where you have the website bar, the address bar. It'll have either a shield or something like that that'll tell you if the SSL certificate is safe, if it has been registered, and if it is an encrypted thing. That way you can tell if it's registered to something in China. You're going to tell that it's not Offkai Expo. But in general, don't click strange links, period. Beware of fake accounts. We've been made aware of some of the phishing emails and fake social media accounts coming from people pretending to be representing Offkai Expo. You should double, even triple check. Our official emails all come from name a department at Offkai Expo. And remember, even there, they'll have Offkai in either using a 0 instead of an O, or some other weird forms of trying to trick people. They absolutely will be doing that. Absolutely will be doing that. And find our official social media accounts on our website, Twitter at Offkai Expo, Instagram at Offkai Expo, Blue Sky, etc. All these are there. And here is the official site where you can go through. It says join the team, volunteering, what is Offkai Expo. Don't forget our socials. These are where you can find their official socials. So do not go anywhere else. If someone is contacting you here, you go and contact Offkai themselves and ask if there was something from them, and they will investigate themselves and see if it was actually something there, and they can help you on those socials themselves. Just be very, very careful nowadays. VGen, as you may or may not know, is a site where you can, it started basically with people wanting to have a place where you can get different things. You can see here, you can get different commissions. Artists can ply their trade there without the risk of, Fiverr used to have a lot of AI, and Fiverr had a lot of scams going on. So they wanted to have something where people can do that for VTubers primarily, without scams and without AI or worrying about AI in any way. So the issue is, with all of that, there are still going to be scams out there, and those scams are going to be strong and are going to be there until they are caught or reported or what have you. In this case, they have been reported by Ravenna from VBimbo. There's a new scam going around VGen and Discord. Scammers are going through portfolios and reviews on VGen and trying to add those customers on Discord. They then try to have the customer commission them here because they have an issue with their VGen. If an artist you commission randomly adds you on Discord, reach out to them on VGen or their socials and report the scammer's Discord account. Stay safe out there. By the way, what is VGen? Some people don't know what VGen is. It says, why do people do this? Can't we have anything nice? No, unfortunately, when there's money to be made, there are going to be people who are going to try to screw around and try to mess with people trying to just have something fun. Of course, when there's fun, it is going to be rejected and it is going to be destroyed by somebody out there trying to make a quick buck, unfortunately. I've experienced this. After weeks of not responding, they eventually switched profile pic and name to a different artist. So yeah, they did switch to a different artist, and that's how you can tell that they have done this type of stuff. I always had a few to reach out to me on Discord, and every time I messaged the artist of VGen to confirm it was them or not. If not, then I reported and blocked them. No, a new scam, bro. Why? They're doing it on Etsy too. Always contact the main account you commissioned from and ask. If they don't respond, then maybe it's true. Still be careful. You can add Fiverr to the pot. I had some person impersonating artists I worked with before trying to get my contact list. Like I said, wherever there's money to be made, it's going to happen. Just always double check with the artist that you had done work with, that you had commissioned before, in order to make sure that you now don't have that risk of, it being something negative again, or them taking your money and running, or just giving you some AI slop. Always remember to double check the actual profiles, like I said before. Just be very careful of this if you're going to be using VGen. It is a wonderful system, a wonderful place. As you can see here, a lot of people are on here. A lot of good artists are on here. I've had very good commissions come out of this place. But just do your due diligence and be very cautious. Aka Virtual Indonesia is part of the Aka Virtual family. And today they have announced, or at least recently they had announced, that they were having their say hello to members of Crimson. This I believe is their 5th generation, so it was on 28th, so it was recently. 28th was recently. Debuting at 7th of February 2026. They'll be sure to blow you away. Cole Calamelo, Ryuji, and Ryuji. That was a hard one for me to say, I'm sorry. Ina Muffin. And we have Makoto Takuma and Celia I. Smith. That one's an interesting one as well. So we're going to take a look at their promotional video first, and then we're going to go on the other side and show you each and every one of them. It is nice to see Indonesian VTubers as we're taking a look at this. I like that they started with that kind of their chibi-fied forms. They're not all going to look this way, of course, but they have their forms that's kind of in a way of promoting them. And the cute ways is always the best way to promote in the beginning. Cole Calamelo. And we have Rigi, or so okay, Rigi is what it's called. Okay, Rigi. Iana Muffin. I guess it's Ina. God damn it. Makoto Takuma. Ah, God, I messed up the names. Well, whatever. Celia I. Smith. So I. Smith is the next. Huh. Interesting. It's better when you see them there. And I'm gonna show you each and individual one. At least they already have their Twitters over here. and they already have their announcement of when they're going to be starting, when they're going to be doing their stuff, and all of them seem to have something around here. Kamifudo after sales, things like that. A lot of them are, looks like they have been around for a bit. They are just joining as Crimson. So these here do look like they are people who have been active in doing other things. And they have been doing their things for a while. 2024, they aren't brand new VTubers into this whole thing, but they are becoming a part of Aka Virtual, kind of like a Phase Invaders type of thing, from what it looks like. I thought they were like just new, but it appears as though they do exist, they have existed, and they are being promoted into a new generation, but these are existing and established VTubers who have been here for a while, who are now getting the opportunity to be a part of a larger organization. Kind of the way Glitch Stars does this thing sometimes too, but you know, Aka Virtual is a much different agency in a different place. They have created their own things where they have created their own individual VTuber generations where they created it themselves. In this case, it looks like it's more like a Phase Invaders or a Glitch Stars type of situation. Hololive is an agency that is under the umbrella of Cover Corporation. Cover Corporation being the corporation that Yago had created in, I believe, around 2018, with Sora being the first one they put in there, then Roboco, Azuki, you had everybody. You had everybody here, Sakura Miko, and then you had Suisei, who came later and became with Azuki in Inaka Music. Why are we talking about them today? They have made a collab with Tsukoshi, which is a Canadian-based website that is a retailer of many things here. Many products that you can see right here of different, it seems more to be either cosmetics or health-related things. And what we're talking about now is Hololive, a pop-up shop and an event in Toronto. Toronto, good news. We're extending the Hololive pop-up event to February 15th. Have fun with photo ops, card trading, authorized merch at Tsukoshi. And this is their event news article here. You asked, we listened for February 1st to 15th. Hololive is bringing the ultimate pop-up experience to Tsukoshi. Join our Scarborough Town Center and CF Toronto Eaton Center locations for photo ops, card trading, and restock of authorized merch you won't want to miss. And here we have Strike a Pose with some of Hololive's most iconic talents, featuring Usada Pekora, Hoshimachi Suisei, Shirakami Fubuki, Takanashi Kiara, and Mori Calliope. Display talent may vary between locations. Card pulls and trading station. Head over to the card trading station to grab official cards and trade with fellow fans. Build your ultimate deck. Restock authorized merch. Level up your collection with restock of official Hololive merch, from plushies to standees to keychains to badges and more. Whether you're repping your Oshi or gifting Bestie, there's something for every collector. Now, I did go to one in Tokyo. I went to a pop-up shop in Tokyo because I recently went to Tokyo for about a week. January 17th to 25th, I believe was the time that I was there. They do have wonderful things there, and I think this is just going to be regular stuff. It's not going to be anything specifically tied to Tsukoshi, like any specific Tsukoshi merch. The thing that will happen, though, is because it is being shipped from Japan, usually, or US or wherever, it's going to be a bit higher price than if you would have gotten it directly in Japan. So just expect for a little bit higher prices because of shipping and other things that are being factored in, but still enjoy the merch and enjoy your time there with other like-minded friends and, of course, Hololive fans. So what I'm supposed to be doing is grabbing this, doing this, tossing it like over there, I guess. Not all of them went for it. Ah, fuck, okay, let's run! 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 Oh, fuck! Okay, I got killed. There we go. Yep, you got me again. You bastard. Oh, God. You got me again. Yeah, I died again. That's lovely. I don't know how many times I've died already. We can see if someone on the chat knows, because I don't know how many times I've died already. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.